Welcome to the Creative Playing Podcast Network. Join us as we review our favorite RPGs, collectible card games, MMOs, video games, PC games, and bring up interesting topics and things that we'd like to share with everyone. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Sign to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Creative Playing Podcast Network. It's RPG A Day 2015. By the way, I just want to take a second. If you have any gamers out that you know do blogs, podcasts, anything like that that's on YouTube, give them the hashtag RPG A Day 2015 challenge and see if they want to jump in the middle of the month and help catch up on what they enjoy about gaming and what things that they like. Because I know I've watched a couple of the videos on YouTube as well as on Facebook, and I've actually seen some really good, passionate guys call out different RPGs that they're huge fans of that I'm actually picking up copies and checking them out. Alright, so August the 15th, longest campaign played. Pretty much for that one, I have to go way back quite a few years. We're talking like a little bit after high school. I had a Rifts game of Megaversal Creatures where I basically had the players go out and pretty much pick their biggest, baddest OP characters. And we basically ended up calling it Tales of the Helborne Mystic Knight. Pretty much the one character who's consistently playing through this 10-year campaign was pretty much my friend Dan. He was playing a Mystic Knight demigod in Rifts. Now the Mystic Knight class is pretty cool because they're pretty much immune to energy weapons, and any human technology out there pretty much uses energy weapons as their mega damage weapon of choice. Being a demigod, he had access to the Necromancer caster group, so his demigod power allowed him to basically be a Necromancer, as well as he got to be a Mystic Knight as well, which was really, really an overpowered class at the time when it came out. Being able to use magic, techno-wizardry, as well as converting magic energy into pure energy damage. So it was a fun campaign. We got to play, he had a friend play a Chengku. That's one of the Chinese dragons that had the magical teeth to imbue slaves, as well as bequeath magic tattoos. It was one of the really, really fun campaigns because every time we get together, it was literally meant to just be this massive, overpowered slaughterhouse game. I remember many coalition groups that were wiped out just by his appearance, as well as one or two of his friends. I think pretty much one of my most enjoyable NPCs I got to play was his partner in crime and best friend, a demigod of Thor, who just didn't give a shit. He was a member of the NGR, the New German Republic, and he had one of their cool Trax power armor suits that had the adhesive missiles on the shoulder pads. And for his class, he was a techno-wizard, so he basically ended up having the top-of-the-line German technology coupled with the ability to have techno-wizardry. So there's nothing worse than this nasty, annoying power armor suit that was made for cutting apart monsters and giant robots, who had the ability to go completely invisible per techno-wizard. And when you had invisibility superior, you didn't even leave footprints, which made for some really nasty combinations. A few of his missiles I enchanted to have Mystic Portal, so that way he could shoot it at the cockpit and instantly have a hole into the cockpit. It was a really fun campaign, and all of my friends really enjoyed it because they could actually just bust out, get loose, and just do as much overpower manslaughter as they could. Quite a few times they actually really did save the Megaverse a few times, so that's what was really enjoyable. And my friend's character, pretty much being a Mystic Knight, son of Hel, that's Hel for the Norse pantheon, he really enjoyed playing when he got more evil, his features looked more like his mother, where half of his face was dead and half was alive. And then when he started to go on his road of redemption, finding his humanity, his face became more normal looking. Just one of those little non-character mechanics that we threw in there just to, make the character more interesting, give him a few more levels. So that will be my longest campaign play. That would be Rifts, Mega Damage Creatures, The Tales of the Helborne Mystic Knight. As always, guys, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.